Hello YouTube, I have another exciting duel for you on Dueling Book. It's going to be my Puzzle Chimera deck using against my opponent's old school Yu-Gi-Oh deck. He will address the deck right now. And starting off, I'm going first. And this you might for some players who are not familiar, I am playing a ritual deck. And although ritual monsters are not the most highly requested summoning mechanic to use in Yu-Gi-Oh, simply because they're a lot slower compared from out of all the other summoning mechanics, and it requires you to tribute monsters from your hand, you requiring ritual spell cards. But let's proceed. You'll understand how this deck works. It is a lot faster compared to like previous ritual decks, and has a better maintenance. And supposedly, when I created this archetype, it was supposed to be for a fan fiction character from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V named Yugioh, who happens to utilize the ritual mechanic and be a potential ace duelist. And you'll see a lot's going on right now, and it's hard to explain everything because it's going to be it's way too tedious and too fast. And if I were to explain everything, it has to be in order, from at the right pace. And so I'm getting a lot of additional cards, so thanks to Leo's effect, and then eventually have to get rid of them. But before I do that, I can have a chance to use them during my turn. So I'm about to go into a Link Summon for Advisor, and this might take a little while, but this is gonna be a really long turn because I just keep grabbing cards out of from my deck to my hand, and it is important so that I ensure that I will be able to build my board. So that now you'll see me ritual summon, but I could possibly ritual summon by tributing monster from my field, or shuffling from my grave to my deck, and then potentially special summon a ritual monster that has Puzzle Chimera in its name, either from my hand or deck, as long as the monsters I got rid of are equal that monster's level or more. Like right now, I'm allowed to summon Ancient. My turn hasn't even finished, and there's still cards that are waiting to go off right now. So let's fast forward for a bit. Discard to draw 2. Ritual summon here this guy. And I'll use Prometheus effect to add additional Chimera cards and a ritual spell. This shouldn't take too long, but yep. My opponent still has his turn. I gotta remind him that is a quick effect, so I can activate during his turn as well. He activates Messenger Piece, even though it's not going to really do much. He plays a set card. Funny thing, I just found out what cards he's playing. And he plays Card Destruction. So we have to discard our entire hand and we draw equal to the amount we draw. So for each card discard we draw that amount. But it's not going to stop me either way, so you'll see as I activate Prometheus effect during his end phase, tributing Puzzle Chimera to add 1 ritual spell and a Puzzle Chimera from my grave to my hand, which is a very handy effect because I can just keep popping off on my ace monsters and go into even stronger ritual monsters. Alright. I pretty much have a chance of killing my opponents at this point. He only has one set. He has one back row card. He has one front row card. And even if he does manage to activate them, the only way he can prevent me from actually killing him, that either has a card that either prevents him from taking damage, or that destroys all the monsters that I already have on my field. And if not, if I am still able to special summon more monsters from my hand, then he pretty much doesn't stand a chance later. And I do let him know that I do have response because my monster's effect can't activate their effects. Okay, he wants to go back to the standard phase. Okay, I allow it either way. So I want to confirm. I want to put Gremlin back to the grave, even though I already activated his effect, just to know what's going on. If he has anything to respond that could negate its effect. But either way, I let it slip by me, so I'd be like, sure. So you'll see later on. I'm gonna take 20. We're both gonna take 20. So after activating Destruction's effect, it doesn't really hurt me that much. So although I lose a lot of life, that's not the point, because it doesn't. Unless he killed me with that card yet, then it's game over. All right. And he's giving me a better, and if anything, like, huge mistake on his part, because like now I have the opportunity to kill him a lot faster. Alright, and I appreciate the advice. I appreciate the heads up that he's giving me, because that means I get to use this effect. He could have decided, oh, he could have claimed I was lying, and I don't get the effect because it was already used last turn or this turn, but it was too soon, like it was used earlier. Alright, Highlander's effect activates, special summon for my deck, a puzzle Chimera monster. And then the additional effect is that with Thunder is that I can add a Chimera card from my deck to my hand. And the card I added is going to be very handy, so look at this. But before I do that, I want to ritual summon my monsters first to make sure I'm in the clear. Because I'm already in the clear right now, because with the amount of monsters, he only has one set monster. Even though Cyberjar can activate its effect, unless I'm stupid enough to attack it without knowing what it is, then yeah, at that point he could have stopped me. But either way, it's not going to do much as long as I activate something during my main phase. If I'm able to get rid of it during my main phase, then I have a better chance of like avoiding his like disruptive effect, because it could really change the tide of the duel for me. So as long as I don't attack his face now, if I'm able to activate an effect during either my main phase or before I target his monster during the battle phase, then it's lights out for him besides me. So you can tell I already have a huge hand, but I'm just gonna take my time with this duel, just to see what cards I'm utilizing and how to try to resort to winning. Because my opponent, he's already ambushed at this point. Like, I already have enough monsters to kill him. I just need to go in something that will get rid of his cards, besides attacking, and then I can go in straight for game. So Anubis has additional effects, like, I'm not gonna care to explain it. You can just look at the video, take your time, whatever. You can just read it, read the card yourself. And I may have misplayed in this point. Like, I could have increased attack first before I decide to target a ritual monster to gain even more life, but because I don't want to take up too much of anyone's time. Because I have better things to do besides having to just waste even like using other additional cards, even though considering I already have game at this point. So yep, and I proceed with another ritual summon. It's gonna be another pilot puzzle chimera, like I already mentioned. Frere. I can go into something bigger right now, but like, let me go straight into my link but I pay 500, special summon a puzzle chimera, draw 2 by discarding 1. Tribute to banish one of his cards, and then this should be game. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the duel. Like, I'll then eventually be able to make more content. If you're willing to support me, be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.